If dogs walked like people. Everybody you've met or glanced at is either leading a life just as complicated as yours, or they are dead. When you keep repeating a word, and it slowly doesn't feel like a real word anymore. I could have very easily not have been born, but whoever took my place would have my same family, same name, same pets, and basically the same life. The fact that people had to test which types of plants were poisonous and which were not, when recording the trays of plants, with varying degrees of people dying for scientific purposes. That when I was a kid, the number one toy a girl could wish for was a doll that would routinely piss itself. Words. Just words. Just focus on common words and the way they are spelled. Those little shits start looking odd real fast. The sentences the voice of Siri had to record to actually create Siri. Owning a pet. Essentially you have taken this animal from their mother and have kept them against their will, but they have developed Stockholm syndrome to the point that they love you. That people keep fish as pets. You can't really play with them or take them anywhere. The fact that reading is just seeing squiggles on a page/screen, and being able to understand those squiggles, give them sounds, meanings, and relate them to one another. And languages can be different combinations/entirely different styles of squiggles, but understood all the same. The fact that when you are pregnant you have a living person inside you for nearly a year. How the molecules that make us up don't touch anything. Nothing is touching anything, you're simply feeling the molecules in between. Balloons are so weird. Happy birthday, here's a plastic sack of my breath. There is no present. The time you're reading/listening to this is now the past cause you heard it a little while ago. Present is not a time. How someone made a program that allowed them to make a program that other people can use to code programs. Dogs. They have one of the strongest senses of smell in the world, and yet to meet another dog they practically have to stick their nostrils in the other dog's butthole. That my dead relatives might have been watching me fapping. Everyone in our dreams is someone we have seen before. The brain cannot create new people. Apparently I saw a guy with bright pink hair and yellow eyelashes. Dank memes. How they come and go every day. Our bodies. It's just like we eat, then it gets somehow magically processed in our guts, it keeps us alive, and then we shit out a brown excess sausage. The fact that water literally evaporates from our bodies in the form of sweat. Always find stuff about the deep ocean so ridiculously mind-blowing. What's down there that we don't know about? Dinosaurs? That and Russia. Russia stretches from like Eastern Europe to further east than Japan. What's going on over there? Like the northeasterly Arctic part? Anything? Dinosaurs? That millions and millions of years ago we all were just a bunch of fishes. Mushrooms. Every time I cook some for steak, I'm like this is a weird thing, especially to cook. Black holes, nuff said. The fact that you can see things clearly like videos in your head, if you try to think about it, you start to feel really uncomfortable. Magnets. I understand how they work, but I don't know why they work. Saying up and down continuously will sound different than saying down and up continuously, just because it's a different beginning. Space and other galaxies, like there has to be other planets out there with life. We can't be the only ones in this whole universe. The fact that we have stopped our own evolution with our evolution. Just think about it. How there is no limit to how small something is. Fucking jellyfish. How I was preparing for a test while I'm high as fuck. I get 8 out of 10. And when I'm not high or anything I get 5 or 6 out of 10. The way birds look. I mean, they're like balls, with little twig legs coming out of their stomachs, tiny little black eyes, and knives poking out of their faces. And they can fly. Your elbow is both a pivot point and a hinge at the same time, and both functions can be used simultaneously. Whoever thought that a pig's ass would taste nice smoky? Imagining having 4 color cones instead of 3 in our eyes. The entire concept of the movie Cars The word yacht. When you realize what your parents, their parents, and every relative before you had to do for you to exist. Who the hell came up with brushing your teeth? Like, did someone just take something and started shoving it in he/her mouth? The fact that not everyone thinks in English. Like, if you speak English to a, say, German person, they will hear it as English, then translate it and think about it in German. And people just think in their native language and not just English, and it has an English translation but they don't think about that, or their thoughts are in a different language. What if we are all in a simulation created by a more evolved species of life form, being tested and watched 24/7? Even weirder, what if I'm in a simulation and everyone I know isn't real, but computer generated? That means I'm typing to no one. Gender. The inevitable heat death of the universe. Beef cat food. Fucking cats are eating fucking cows. Humans have really altered the food chain. The word ointment. Get this a lot when thinking about space. So my country is pretty big. I've never seen all of it but I've been to a few places. But at the same time, from now till the moment I die I would not have traversed even 1% of the earth. And then the earth is a speck of dust in the galaxy, and that our galaxy is less than that when you consider the universe. And then there's me, on earth, worrying about my next paycheck. Next episode's question is, what is the dumbest thing your pet has ever done? To submit your answer for a chance to be featured, use the link below.